In the Salesforce Basic Session 5, we discuss about server regions, instances, and org. This is the very important topic. We need to understand the structure of Salesforce servers. I have drawn a diagram here. We will see this diagram. First, we will see there are three server regions. Salesforce is maintaining servers in three regions. One is North America region. It is called NA. They have instances. Servers are called instances in Salesforce. Then they have maintaining servers in Europe region. That is EU region. We call it as EU or EUMA. EUME. It is EUME means Europe, Middle East. Then Asia Pacific. It's called AP. These three regions, Salesforce is maintaining servers. Now, how they are maintaining servers? If you are in India, if you create our Salesforce Edition account, or if any customer or any organizations take Salesforce service, in which region memory space will be allocated? Usually what they are doing, Salesforce is providing server space or memory space. And they are providing performance features, backup and recovery features. Security features and disaster recovery features. All these features they are providing on rental basis as part of infrastructure as a service. When some organization, when they took their services, Salesforce services, they design applications. They develop applications, they build applications. This application data is called file storage. These applications are stored in file as a file, that is file storage. And the data, organizational data. This is applications data. Applications data is nothing but their applications and files, images, documents, anything. It is related to that application. After designing the application, they use that application for their services. Like if you take bank, their account, customer account details, customer transaction details, that is called organizational data. That data is called data storage. These two kinds of storage are available in Salesforce. They provide these two kinds of storage. If you take anybody takes Salesforce services, storage is provided in two ways. One is for file storage. Second one is for data storage. Two kinds of storage. File storage and data storage. When we discuss about editions, that time we get what is file storage exactly and what is data storage, how they provide how much space is provided by Salesforce for the file storage and data storage. Now, this is a high-end hierarchy. First we get regions. Inside region there are instances. Inside instance there is org or organization. Whenever customer takes Salesforce services, org will be created. When customer takes Salesforce services, org is created for the customer. This org internally Salesforce generates 15 digits org ID. It is a unique 15 character, we can say alphanumeric character. org ID will be generated by Salesforce. That org ID starts with 00D. Whenever you see 00D, that is a org ID and 12 digit alphanumeric and other 12 characters. Total 15 characters. In interview, they will ask this question. How many characters are there for org ID? That is 15 digit. What is the prefix for org ID? It starts with 00D. After 00D, there are 12 characters. This is about org ID. When there is a org ID means customer took Salesforce services from them. Salesforce allocated some memory space by creating org ID. If customer 1 is there, for customer 1, there is an org ID. It starts with 00D and remaining 15 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, some like this 15 characters. If customer 2 takes Salesforce services, for him there will be another org ID. It starts with 00D. It is unique. Same org ID won't come for another person. Like this, there will be 12 characters. After 00, total 15 characters. This is about org ID. And instance is the server. We call instance in Salesforce. Instance is nothing but server. Region is nothing but multiple instances are available for each region. Multiple instances are available for each region. Instance is nothing but server. Here multiple orgs available for each instance. Multiple orgs are available for each instance. This is one org ID contains application data, that is file storage to store files, applications, and data storage. In this data storage, we store organizational data, in file storage, we store application data. What are the application we design for clients, that data is stored in file storage. So how it will be, we will see how many orgs will be there for each. Now our question is, how many orgs? How many orgs are created in each instance. And one more thing we have to see, how many instances are available in each region. These two questions we have to answer now. We understood what is argID. We have to understand how many args are created in each instance and how many instances are available in each region. This is when they start business. When Salesforce first start business, it is a US based organization. That's why they started their infrastructure services in North America first. This is the North America region instances. This is the region where they have their data center. In North America region, they have data center. They named it as North America region for the data center. In the data center, instances are available. Instances are nothing but server. This entire outer box is a region. They have servers in instances in North America region, Europe region, this entire box, and in Asia Pacific region, in entire box, this outer boxes are regions. In 3 regions, servers are available. Inside North America region, they have set up one server named NA01 because they need a first server. In that server, they have created this entire server with some memory space, not some huge memory space. In that huge memory space, first they have got customer 1. They have got customer 1. They have got customer 1, CU1. For this CU1, they have created one argID. They have created one arg that contains argID. When first customer comes, they created customer 1 and they have created arg. That arg contains argID. Like this, when second customer comes, that time they have created one more argID. They have created one more arg. It contains one more argID. Here second customer came. Like this, it contains some huge memory space. They allocate for about 8,000 to 10,000 argIDs they create in each instance. Means for these many customers, they create argIDs. In each instance, they allocate memory space for 8,000 to 10,000 customers. In each instance, they allocate for 8,000 to 10,000 customers. Now it is full. This server is full because 10,000 customers came. They have created args for 10,000 customers. 10,000 argIDs are generated in NA01 server. First, they have created NA01 server. They have allocated memory space for first customer, then second customer. Till 10,000 customers, they have created memory space. They have allocated memory space by creating args. And internally, argIDs are generated for 10,000 customers. Now this server is full. Now immediately they set up second server. They named it as NA1. They named it as NA1. So this is the outer one is the region. Inside region, there are multiple instances. They have created multiple instances. In each instance, they allocate memory space. They create or allocate memory space for 8,000 to 10,000 customers max. In second server as well, they have allocated memory space for 10,000 customers. Now it is also full. They have created NA2. Like this, they keep on increasing. In the same way, they started data center in Europe region. They have followed same process. In each instance, they have started with EU0. They have created, they have set up first server, first instance named with EU0. Then this is full with 10,000 customers. Then they have created, they have set up one more instance, EU1. Like this, they keep on increasing. They have started business in Asia Pacific region. In that Asia Pacific region, they have first set up AP0. They have allocated memory space. They have created ARGs for 10,000 customers, and they have set up one more server because this server is full. They have set up one more server in Asia Pacific region, one more instance, that is AP1. Like this, they keep on increasing. Now, what is the highest number? How many instances are available in North America region? How many instances are available in Europe region? How many instances are available in Asia Pacific region? That we will see practically. Now, each server name, instance name, if it is North America region, it starts with NA. If it is Europe region, it starts with EU. If it is Asia Pacific region, it starts with AP. Now we will see, to see that we have to go to status.salesforce.com. This is the website provided by Salesforce. We can check to check the status of instances. Go to status.salesforce.com. In this, first I want to check for NA instance. How many instances are available in North America region? Just type NA here. Type NA in search bar. We will see all the instances in North America region. Here we can see first thing is NA0. Just find it. Where is NA0? There they might not using NA0 because it is not showing here. It is showing NA0. Check for highest number otherwise. $214. The highest number I see is 218. Here you can see. Check whether anything is more than 218. It is the highest number. Now, the total number of servers in North America region is, it starts with search for, enter NA in search bar. We are checking NA region. We are checking NA region. How many servers are available? How many instances are available in NA region? Number of instances. in NA region. How we can calculate? Now we said it starts with NA0. The highest number is NA218. The total number of instances available in NA region is 219. NA0 to 218. And in Europe region, how many servers, how many instances are available in Europe region? For that, enter EU in search bar. Here also we have to check. Enter EU in search bar. Here. See, it starts with EU0 and the check highest number here. EU 47, 48 is the highest. 48 is the highest number I see here. 48 is the highest. Now in Europe region, servers are available from EU 0 to EU 48. So total number of instances available in EU region is 49. The total number of instances available in EU region. Now we will see in Asia Pacific region how many instances are available in Asia Pacific region server. Asia Pacific region. This is for EU region. This is for Asia Pacific region. Enter AP in search bar. Then we will see how many instances are available. It starts from AP0 to here, search AP. See highest number, how much is the highest number? AP 28. I don't see more than this. So last number is AP 28. The total number of instances available in Asia Pacific region is 29. Because it starts from 0, we have to increase one number for the highest number in number instance. There are 219 instances available in North America region from North NA0 to NA218. There are 49 instances available in Europe region EU0 to EU48. There are 29 instances available in Asia Pacific region from AP0 to AP28. Now the question is, for your project in interview question, what is instance for your current project? They ask this question. If you say you are working in Salesforce, they ask this question. Now my client is in USA. Client is in Australia. Client is in India. Client is in Dubai. For these 4 projects, now currently I am working for US project. Our client is in USA. Now you have to answer any number from NA0 to NA218. Between NA0 to NA218, I will answer NA196. No need to think. You know, there are 219 servers available from NA0 to NA218. You can answer any number. Don't answer from below 100. Just answer NA196 or else NA55 like that. If your client is in Australia, that is Asia Pacific region. So that time 29 servers are available. You just answer AP 16 or 17 something. If your client is in India, you just answer it is also Asia Pacific region. You can answer AP12 something like that. If your client is in Dubai, it is EU region. Dubai is Asia, Middle East is EU region. They allocate in EU region for Middle East. That time you can say it is EU. How many are available? 49. So you can say 32 or 33 something. If your client is in UK, you can say it is Europe region. You just say EU. EU 17 or something, or EU 10. You can answer like this, because this information we can see in our project. We can see in the application. We can see this instance. We can see instance. We can see ArcID. We can see edition. Which edition we are using, that we will discuss tomorrow. We can see this information inside the application. Okay. This is all about number of instances in each region and what to answer if in interview, if they ask what is instance for your current project. Now I want to check history of any server. I want to check for AP27 or NA150. I want to check current status, whether this server is down or not. You go to that, just in the search bar, you just type for your project. There will be one instance. If you are working for one project, there will be one instance for your project. You just type your instance, then go here, click on green button. Here you can see current status. When it is saying all green color, server is running fine. Here you can see it is North America region server. Region is Americas. Sunday there is maintenance from 12 AM to 4 AM PST. So this is seeing current status of the service. When you are working on the application, when client is working on the application, he might get some downtime. He might give complaint to customer care. He might raise case. I am trying to use the application, but it is not available. That time, first customer service people will go and search here. They see this instance, whether it is running fine or not. They will say there is some problem with this server if it is not showing green color. So here we can check current status. Checking current status. In status.salesforce.com, you can check current status of instance by entering instance number. We can check in the current status, and we can check maintenance information. History, we can check history. If you click on this, now we are seeing three kinds of histories: 24 hours history, 3 days history, and 7 days history. We can see what we can see in history. We can check history for 3 days, first 24 hours. Three days and 7 days history we can check. Now I want to check for 24 hours. There is no problem with any server for 24 hours. Everything is showing green. If something is problem, it turns to orange color. We check whether it is showing. See here, it is showing orange color. Click on that orange color. Incident details, root cause. The problem was caused by insufficient requests that caused a resource contention. Here, description is there. What happened here? Customer care people will send this information to them. This is the problem. And that problem is started at this time and ended at this time. For 43 minutes, there is problem with this server. So now current status is resolved. There is no problem. Now it is green. By I want to check for specific date. I want to check for February 12th. Here it is showing this. Why it is showing this color? Settings. When there is orange color, if everything is fine, green color. No problem, everything is running fine. If it is orange color, there is problem. Problem description is mentioned. When there is orange, there is a problem. Their root cause of the problem is mentioned. And duration. How much time? And start time and end time. For how long there is a problem? For how long orange color is there and how long that problem is there, and the current status, it is resolved or not. These things are available. 4 things are available. 5 things. One is root cause of the problem, and for how long it is how long that problem is there, and what is the start time, what is the end time, what is the current status, whether it is resolved or not. This is orange color. There is one more color, violet color, and there is some symbol. That symbol is, I don't know what you call, that is like wrench. Wrench symbol is there. Settings symbol, or we can say settings something symbol. Means that is the maintenance. Scheduled maintenance is there during that time. We will see what is the scheduled maintenance during that time. Just go there and click on this. This is the major release. This is spring release. We will see this release names in tomorrow's session. This is the major release for spring 22 from 11:30 to 6:15. For 1 day, 7 hours, this instance is not available because maintenance is going on. Automatic upgradation, we have discussed. When you are using Salesforce Cloud Service, automatic upgradation is done by Salesforce. You don't need to intervene to upgrade your systems. Automatically it will be done. This maintenance was there for 1 day, 7 hours. That's why this is not available. This is the major release. And we click on another thing. Same thing. This is 1 day, 4 hours. This is also major release, Financial Services Cloud. For this, there is a release. That's why that is not available during that time for 1 day, 4 hours. And we will see this one. What is this? This is 1 minute. This is the spring major release. This is done in 1 minute. This is done in 1 minute. We can see maintenance history as well. All new major release pieces are now available. Specific release updates can still be running. See the release notes for information about release updates. So this is when there is release or maintenance schedule, that time it shows violet color. You can see for specific date as well. You can check history for specific date. These options are available in the history, and these three colors, if it is everything is fine, it shows green color. If there is any problem with the service, it shows orange color. And we can see root cause, duration, start time, end time, status. If it is violet color, here also we can see duration, start time, end time, and status. We can see duration, for how long this is not available, this maintenance work goes on. And we have seen planned start time, planned end time, let's see, planned start time, planned end time, duration. Here we can see status, impacted instance, impacted service, type of is release, and you can see availability and maintenance history. All these things you can see. Status, you can see. You can see maintenance history as well. And type, whether it is release or something else. We'll see about releases and additions in other session, tomorrow's session mostly. So this is all about, practically we have seen how to see status of the server. In the sales status.salesforce.com, we can see status of the server, history of the server, and maintenance history. We have seen different instances. We have discussed in this session regions, number of instances, and org ID, org. And in the status.com, status.salesforce.com, we have seen history, status of the server, and history, and maintenance information. These three things we have seen. So now the questions are, what is the instance of your current project? How many instances are available in Europe region? how to check maintenance history. For that, you take NA 150 instance and check status on February. Check status on February 12th. to 2022. Take screenshot in Word document. Then what is ArcID? Explain ArcID. These 5 questions you answer and send it to us through email or WhatsApp. Thank you very much for attending the session. If you have any questions, you can ask me now.